All right, welcome to our What is Coaching call. My name is Sarah Boldman, and I'm a Beachbody coach, obviously. I've been doing it for 2 years, almost exactly. And I have with me joining is Rachel Baldwin, who's a two-star diamond coach. I have Christy Vugteveen, who's a diamond coach, and Sarah Bry, who's a diamond coach. And I'm a three-star diamond coach. So that means nothing to you, but that's okay. It's just part of our ranks that you would learn if you became a Beachbody coach. And so we're here to share with you a little bit about ourselves and talk about some common questions that people have when they're considering joining the opportunity. This is just information. We'll allow for questions at the end, and then we can follow up with you afterward to see if it's something that you think will be a good fit for you. So I'm going to go ahead and each of us are going to take some time to address some questions and talk a little bit about ourselves. So I'm going to turn it over to Rachel Baldwin first. So go ahead and unmute yourself, Rachel, and then take it off.
Thanks, Sarah. So like Sarah said, I'm Rachel Baldwin. I've been a coach for just a little over a year. I absolutely love being a coach. I never in a million years thought that I would be doing this, but I have always had a really big passion for health and fitness. And I got involved because my coach was my student teaching mentor teacher, and so I was working with her, and I was telling her how I have chronic fatigue, and I'm 24. I was 22 at the time, and talking to her, and it was like not okay. I was not feeling like it's okay to be 22 and waking up, and literally my first thought was like, when can I get a nap? Like I was like a junkie for sleep. It was crazy. And I would take a nap every day, like do my internship, like do my homework, take a nap, go to bed at like 8:30. It was crazy. And it wasn't working for me. And I just was trying everything and anything, and nothing was working. And I was getting towards my life as an adult, and I was starting to panic, like, how am I going to be an adult? How am I going to be a mom someday? How am I going to get through my wedding day? I was engaged. It was crazy. So Aaron started talking to me about Shakeology, and other people in my building were doing programs. And I was like, man, it's not really for me. I love going to the gym. So I researched Shakeology, knew there was a money back guarantee. So I was like, what the hell? I'll give it a try because I'll probably end up returning it. And so I signed up for the discount at first because I love a deal. Who doesn't? And within 1 week, I was a totally different person. People were commenting that I had so much energy, and that still brings tears to my eyes because that was not me a year and a half ago. I was not having any energy. And if I did, I was like a big fat faker about it. And pleasantly, I was surprised that my fitness transformed in 30 minutes. I was spending over an hour at the gym every day, and I thought, no way could I get results in 30 minutes. I was cutting my time in half. And I did. I got in the best shape of my life with 21 Day Fix Extreme and then Insanity Max 30, and I haven't looked back. Like I said, I got involved kind of on accident, which is what I'm going to talk about. A lot of people are nervous or apprehensive to use social media as a platform to share about what they are doing, and they have the fear that they will be a salesperson, or I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to sell this Beachbody stuff. Well, good, because we don't want you to. I don't want anybody who wants to be a salesperson on my team, really, because that's not what it's about. It's not about pushing products. It's about helping people. None of us claim to be, I don't claim to be a nutrition expert or a fitness expert. I'm not a personal trainer, but I do know what has worked for me and what has changed my energy and what transformed my body. So I just share about that. It's just like if you go check out that new movie that just came out and it was awesome, and you just tell all your friends. It's a natural thing to do. You just talk about what you're doing in your life that you enjoy. That is a natural thing to do. So it's the same thing. If you find a cute top at Macy's and you get a compliment, of course you're going to tell them where you got it. but you're not going to get any credit for sending them over to Macy's. You know, Macy's isn't going to send you like $20 for sending them their way for a sale, you know? So that's really what we're doing, is we're sharing about products that have really worked for us, that we love. And then luckily we're getting some kickback for that, which is pretty nice. I think we all would say we would do this for free, but the fact that we don't have to is pretty amazing. As somebody who, my husband teases me about this all the time, was not using Facebook at all. I had a Facebook, but I always said, like, I'm just going to delete it. Like, I don't use it. And he still teases me about that. Somebody that uses it every day now. It was very, like, it felt awkward for me to be posting so much. But like I said, you're just sharing about these products that you love. And if you are friends with me on Facebook, you'll see that I don't just post about Beachbody and working out and eating clean. I don't just post about that stuff. I talk about my life. I talk about things my husband and I are doing, or something cute my dog does or something, or, you know, if we get something new for our house, I post about that. People will just want to see you in your life. So think about when you see somebody post something that you haven't maybe talked to in a little while, you probably enjoy seeing their stuff. It's the people who are just constantly posting about, buy this from me, buy this from me, buy this from me. That's what we don't want to see. That's what you don't want to see. I'm sure we all know people like that, but that's not what it is at all. That's not what any of us do on social media. And somebody said something to me once that really stuck with me about sharing about your life on social media, that those who matter don't mind what you're posting. They probably really enjoy it. And those who do mind don't matter. They're probably not interested in the lifestyle that you're pursuing, and that's okay. It's not for everybody, and not everybody that you know is going to be part of your tribe and wants to be in your network, and that's okay. And it's just being you. I'm just me on social media, and I just open up myself to a couple more hundred people than that interact with me on a regular basis. So what you see is what you get, and it's a fun way to put yourself out there and just share about you and your life. So it doesn't have to be a scary thing. We don't want you to be salesy, yuck, because if it feels icky, it probably is. But we're just in the business of helping people with what we know has worked so well for us. So that's what I've got for you.
All right, cool. Thanks, Rachel. And just piggybacking on that is, you know, exactly what Rachel said. Like, selling is absolutely not what we, you know, it's a big no-no. And we have tons of trainings and things to help us figure out like the right way to go about it. But you'll see the most successful coaches are the least salesy type of coaches. Some of the top coaches, I've even looked on their pages and you barely see any Beachbody products. It's really strategic, and we have tons of trainings that go along the way with learning more about how to, you know, share. So anyway, next in line is Christy, and she is going to talk about how, you know, I know a lot of people will say, I'm not at my goal weight yet. You know, I don't feel like I would have anything to offer. You know, a lot of people worry about that, and she's going to talk a little bit about that and tell you a little bit about her. So go ahead, Christy.
Hi, everyone. I guess my journey started almost 2 years ago, right, with Sarah. I had done T25 before in a couple smaller type challenge groups, but just wasn't as invested. And Sarah had invited a friend and I to do the 21-day fix, which is very common for most of you, probably know what that's about. And I had my sister's wedding coming up, and I had lost a lot of weight, about 20 pounds, and looked toned up there, not the old lady up on the stage, a mom of 3. So I then signed up that summer with Sarah. She kept plugging away at me, and I became a discount coach. And I guess I would say I was more of a hobby coach that first year. and really decided to put it into practice this past summer in July, so about 9 months ago. So I'd always wanted to do it, just didn't think I had the time for it, and didn't think that I would, make anything of it. So I really wish that I would have started right away. I would have been a whole year ahead of myself, but hey, can't go back now. So, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit about not being at your goal weight, and why would someone want to follow you, and why would someone want you as a coach if you're not at your goal weight. I think that people want real people, and they want to see people getting real results. So I guess I can say my sister, I don't have as huge of a story, but my sister has lost 45 pounds now on the 21-day fix, and just keeps, showing her before and after photos. And every time she's got more people joining because they're like, wow, that works. And, I would say that the couple times I've shown my before and after, same thing. People are like, whoa, yeah, you really got some results there. Also, people want to see you going through it with them. They want to see you struggling. Not that we want people to struggle, but life is real, and you may have bad days, and you ate a piece of cake, and it's okay. And to share about that, and you're not always eating totally clean. I mean, that's life. So they want to see you having those struggles and knowing that you don't have to be perfect to, coach and to head to bed, to coach, or even to be a challenger. I mean, that's a huge step for some people to take that jump into working on their health and fitness. But when they realize that it's, not as hard as they think, it's pretty cool. Also, people don't want to be coached by somebody who's perfect and Barbie or a supermodel. So really, you doing this with them is what's going to attract people. They want to see you, getting results. They want to see you doing the workouts, sharing those sweaty selfies, and all of that. So, and one more thing, a lot of top coaches are not at their goal weight. So, and they're having all of these people, attracting these people into their business. So just keep that in mind, that just because you're not, you've got 10 more pounds to lose or more than that, it's okay. They want to see you working at it and, encouraging them, and they can support you along the way as well. I find a lot of motivation and support from my challengers. They posted their sweaty selfie. I need to get up and get my workout in. So it's another way to hold you accountable. So I do love that as being a coach as well. And I think that's it.
Awesome. Thanks, Christy. Christy is so right. I mean, when we run these challenge groups, which again, you would learn about and understand when it's all online, it's all private, and you are just doing the programs with them, which is awesome because they feel like they can connect with you. They can see your results that it's happening, and it totally keeps you accountable. After becoming a coach, I mean, even now I'm pregnant now. I feel like I got to get my workout in. Granted, I'm doing a lot more modifications, but I don't know that I would be as accountable to myself if I didn't have the supportive community, because we truly have become really good friends as well, like Christy, Sarah, Rachel. There's more of us as well that aren't on the call. And there's some other coaches on the call as well that we've all become really good friends because we've been through this supportive journey. It's really fun. So next in line is Miss Sarah Bry, who is a Diamond coach, and she is going to talk about time management because that is a serious concern about a lot of people. It was a concern at the beginning. And many of us are moms. And or we have another job outside of the home, or we have just busy life things that happen. I think we all have busyness in our life. And so Sarah's just going to talk a little bit about that because people often have that question.
Can I see a show of hands who is not a coach, but you're thinking of coaching? Because I'm not exactly sure. Okay, good. I think it's ironic that I am talking about time management because that was and still is my biggest obstacle. So this is really good for me to talk about. And it is probably the number one objection I hear from anyone, whether it's starting an exercise program or exercising every day or clean eating because you have to food prep. Not everyone, but the majority of people tell me, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. And I can relate because that was me for 7 months. And you're going to kind of hear my story, I guess, intertwined through the time management. So I've been a coach for 10 months now. Love it. And my upline is Erin Cermak. And that is what I told her for the very first clean eating challenge. I saw the grocery list and I said, sorry, sister, I wanted to do this, but I don't have enough time. I don't even know what half of these ingredients are. What I discovered through the 7 months that I told her that is that that was really just an excuse. I had the same amount of time. We have the same amount of time as everyone in this group. We all have 24 hours. And it's how you manage your time. It's how you spend your time. And until you're really motivated to make a change, you're going to focus your time on what you choose to. The Bachelor was one of mine. Survivor, sleeping in, even though I had enough sleep. Not thinking about what was truly important to me until my back was against the wall. And that's when I truly started to evaluate my time. So I guess my suggestion to you, if you are thinking, I can't coach because I don't have the time, I'm going to just be really direct with you. That's BS. You do have the time. It's just how you manage it. I'm a single mom of 3 kids working full time outside of Beachbody. And time management is still a struggle for me, but I just manage it differently. And I'm still learning that, but I probably spend an hour on average, an hour to 2 hours on the business a day. I started out putting in less time than that because I was moving slowly. And what I found is there's so much support on how to manage your time. In fact, Sarah Boldman is really the one who should be talking about this because she has it down to a T. And I've learned a lot from her. But really, it is just how you choose to spend your time. And it's forming habits and it's setting hours that you can work your business and not be interrupted and sticking with that. And my motivation came from when I was going to lose my house. When I was going to lose my house, sure as shit, I found the time to work my Beachbody business. And that's when I signed up as a coach. And it has saved me my house. And I'm finding that there's a lot more time in my day because I'm focused on what's important to me. My children, my teaching job, and my challengers and coaches. And that's where I put my time. And guess what? I still have a little bit of time to have a glass of wine and read a book I enjoy or take my kids to a movie. So I guess that's my biggest piece. That's my biggest question I would have you ask yourself is what is important to you and what's going to motivate you? If you really, truly want to make a change in your life, and I am telling you this business has changed every facet of my life, not just one, not just physically, not just emotionally, not just being part of a group and the connections I formed, not just financially. It's like the whole shebang. My whole life is completely different for the better. And it's not done. That's the cool thing. Like the sky's the limit with this. But I had to really sit down and evaluate where I was spending my time. I found that I was wasting a lot of it. I really was. I was wasting a lot of it on negative thoughts. I was wasting a lot of it on cleaning my house. Because I really don't clean my house anymore. I was wasting a lot of it on TV. I rarely watch TV. And that's okay. I have so much fulfillment from this, and it's important to me. And I feel like if it becomes something important to you, whether it's you want to pay for your Shakeology or help 3 people a month or make $600 a month, whatever your goal is, or be a stay-at-home mom, you can find the time. And it's baby steps, and it's working with all of these other women on this call who are also finding ways to manage their time and using the systems that in place. I mean, if you're going to join a team, this is it, because they're the top 1%. I mean, I was talking about that with a coach today. We are so grateful we're on this team because they know how to get it done. And that includes the time management. So I'm still working on it every day. It's a struggle for me. But believe me, if I can do it, you can do it. Even my parents, if they were on this call, they said that to me last week. If I can do it, you can do it, because time management's always a struggle.
Awesome. Thanks, Sarah. She's so right. It's like really just looking at your time differently. And we have a lot of support. Our upline is amazing. And the people right here on this call, you'll see there's some other coaches on this call as well. They're all amazing, and we're at different levels in our business. And it's great because we all have something different to add. But at the same time, we have coaches that are super supportive, that have been doing this for years, that have tons of resources for us, and are willing to help us when they can. And the other cool thing is that, you know, we've, like I said before, we've all become really good friends. We, you know, and when we can, we try to get together. We are always virtually online together, but face-to-face, the face-to-face contacts are so much fun. Like, we have, some of us locally are having a little team dinner this weekend, which I'm really looking forward to next weekend. And we all get motivated. I know Christy can't make it. I'm really bummed. So hopefully the next one she can. But it's like one of those things where, you know, some people are unsure of like what to think about MLMs, multi-level marketing, because I mean, I've done a different multi-level marketing before. I did Melaleuca, which is a great product, everything else. But until I did this is where I'm like, feel really passionate about it and feel like it's not just about money. It's not just about my fitness. It's all of it put together. It's not just, there's just so many pieces of it that, you know, I get excited to do this. And I started 2 years ago, and it's kind of funny. I just thought about it a minute ago. Whitney, my best friend's sister, she interned with me a couple of years ago. And that's when I first started the 21-day fix. I don't know if you remember, Whitney. I was like trying to lose weight, and I was like, oh, I'm on day 7 or whatever. And that was before I even became a coach. But like I said, I became a coach 2 years ago. I had 3 children. My youngest was 1. Definitely had some baby weight to lose, probably about 15 pounds. But I had a history of dealing with body image issues, dealing with confidence, you know, all of those kind of things that a lot of women deal with. And it really wasn't until I got into this business that a lot of things started healing itself, that putting some focus on myself physically, financially, just with the friendships I've made, it's just kind of really helped heal a lot of areas of my life that's, you know, I think it really came into my life for a reason. And like I said, I started the 21-day fix. I wasn't a coach at the time. I hit some goals. My upline coach, Wendy Spencer, who's not on this call, but she, you know, she's like, you're getting great results. And I happened to share about it online, and I got so many people interested that she said, you know, you should give it a shot, try to coach for a little bit. And I was like, all right. So I did, and immediately fell in love with it. And I've never paid for a product because, you know, if you're passionate about it and you invest your time wisely, and we can help you with that if there's concerns in that area, because I mean, I'm pregnant with my 4th kid, and I have a full-time job just like Sarah does, and, you know, Christy, and if I can do it, you definitely can. And we can certainly support each other. But, you know, it's just, we'll do everything in our power to support you in reaching some of those goals. The last topic I want to address, and it's always the big elephant in the room, because people want to know, how am I going to make money? How do I make money doing this business? So I want to cover that, because it has transformed my family's financial situation. It completely transformed it. I mean, we moved to Michigan last summer. Would not have happened without this business, period. Wouldn't have happened. I'm now looking to quit my job, and it's a very real reality. I probably could quit now, but we're trying to put some things in place and be really smart about it. But that's going to happen in the very near future, and do this full time and be home with my kids, which is something I've never imagined would happen. And it's crazy, because each month you set new goals for yourself, and it's just amazing what the potential is. So I'm going to go through the compensation plan just so you kind of have an understanding of it. And again, this call is recorded, so you have to re-listen to it. I mean, I'll post it in the group, and you can re-listen to it if there's information you want to catch. So there's 10 different ways to make money. The most common way people think that we make all of our money in is our commission. We do, of course, we make a commission on anything, any product that's sold. We make a 25% commission, which, yes, of course, in the beginning, that's probably your main way you're going to make money. But it truly is, once you start working the business, after a few months and you're starting to build a team, it becomes a much smaller portion. It's a very small fraction of how I make my money now at this point in my business. But it's important to know. We also get 25% off on products. So when Christy was talking about being a discount coach, she purely became a coach just so she can get Shakeology cheaper. And you can do that. That's an option. And we have plenty of people that do that, and that's totally okay. So because it's a nice bonus, it's like there's no obligation to sell anything. You can get your products cheaper. It's pretty cool. The second way is you get 50% commission on all Team Beachbody Club membership. That's that on-demand feature that you may have heard of. It's a $40 every 3 months. People can get access to hundreds of workouts on Team Beachbody, which is a great feature for a lot of people if you're busy or you just like variety, things like that. But we get 50% commission on those, which is great. We get, and some of these you're not going to understand what they mean, but I'm just going to kind of roll through a few of them, and I'll touch more deeply in the ones that are more significant. You get a $20 Shakeology Fast Start bonus. You can get a $100 Shakeology Fast Start Plus bonus. And if you don't know already, Shakeology is our biggest product, and it is the biggest life changer too. It's really, like, all of us have testimonies with Shakeology and how it's changed our physical and, you know, just nutritionally how it's helped all of us. I mean, Rachel was a good testament to that. Another way is we make $50 to $70 Challenge Pack Fast Start bonuses. We get $100 Showcase Pack bonuses. A lot of those, I honestly don't even remember when they happen. Sometimes they just show up on my paycheck. I'm like, oh, cool. But we usually do pay attention to the commission ones. And the next one that I'm going to talk about, it's called Team Cycle Bonus. You don't have to understand what it means yet, but if you choose to become a coach, we'll go more deeply into it. But really, what I really want you to understand when you build your team, it is the main way you make money in the business. As you grow your organization, which can extend infinitely, which is pretty cool. And basically what Beachbody does is they reward you for how well your team is doing. So everyone on this call is part of my team. Whoever invited you on this call, there's someone that's on my downline team. So how well they do, Beachbody will reward me. I don't make commission on anything that they do, but how well they're doing affects a bonus that I get every single week. So it's based on how successful your team is, which is, we work really closely, tight-knit. We work together a lot, and so, which is part of the fun part. And this is where you build your residual income. Basically, once you start it, like, it'll just continue to happen without you doing hardly anything. That Team Cycle bonus is really amazing, because some weeks when you're like, there's weeks I have crazy weeks, and I do work my business every day, but there's days that I might work less than others based on what's going on in my life. I still get paid for things I haven't done. And it's pretty incredible once you put the work in the beginning that starts happening. And just to give you an idea, you can earn up to $12,000 per week in Team Cycle bonus. As you build your business. That's $624,000 per year. And we're talking things that you're not, Team Cycle bonus is nothing that you're doing. So it's that residual income that will be there no matter what. And that's pretty incredible. So that's a big piece of our income. And there is coaches that, make millions doing this business. So obviously, the sky's the limit with what can be made. The eighth way that you can make money is personally sponsored coach matching bonus. Number 9 is a really cool one. Once you hit 2-star diamond, it's like you don't have to understand what the diamonds mean. It goes to diamond to 1-star to 2-star to 3-star. Once you hit 2-star diamond, you are eligible for star diamond bonuses quarterly. So every 3 months, Beachbody sets aside 2% of their earnings and splits it among the qualified star diamonds. So there's a 2-star diamond bonus, a 5-star diamond bonus, a 10-star, blah, blah, blah. And this is $1 billion company, $1.5 billion company. So the bonuses are quite large. I am a 3-star diamond, so I still get the 2-star diamond. Until I get to 5-star, I won't go to the 5-star one. But the 2-star ones are great. The 5-star ones, you're like, whoa. The 10-star ones are like, oh my goodness. The highest ones are about $40,000 a quarter, which I believe are 10 or 15-star diamonds. The 5-star diamond coach, the bonuses are around $3 or $4 grand. So those are nice little kickbacks that Beachbody does for us, and those are pretty fun. So, and like I said, the last 6 months I've been able to get those, and it's pretty incredible. And I know Rachel had just received her first one. And the 10th way is, once you start building your business, you can open up to 25 Beachbody accounts. So take everything you just heard from me and multiply it by 25. So when I say the $624,000 a year, that's for one business center. So the point is that financially there's a lot of growth to be made. And the organization, Beachbody, like I said, it's over $1 billion company. And it's growing fast, very fast. So I feel very confident in where this company is going. The leadership's incredible. The CEO is super passionate about what he does, and and I like what he stands for. I don't feel like he's a dirty salesman kind of guy. He really believes in that Beachbody could help transform people's lives. So that covers the financial piece. And again, you don't have to understand what each of them means, but we really want you to understand that it's a pretty incredible opportunity. So with all of that said, we'd like to open it to questions. If you have any that you feel comfortable sharing, you can also type it in the chat. Or if you just want to save your questions for your coach, that's totally, or the person that invited you on the call, that's completely okay. The person that invited you will follow up with you just to see, where you're at or what you're feeling. We won't pressure you in any way, shape, or form, but we certainly want you to be open to understanding the potential. And if it's something that you think will be a great fit, we'd love to have you participate with us. We have coach trainings. We work with you one-on-one. You'll get involved with our team group. We have a team. We each of us have team pages that you'll get involved with. So it's the team you'll hear. I mean, it's called Team Beachbody for a reason. We work together as a team a lot, and it's just great because you never feel like you're alone in any of these things. So if you have any questions, go ahead and unmute yourself, or at the bottom there's a chat option, and you can go ahead and chat something there. Or if no one has questions, we'll just wrap up. So I'll let you guys speak if you have any questions. We got a quiet bunch today. That's okay. It was super nice out today. I still feel like it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's because I have my window open and I'm like, oh my gosh. My kids are like, it's already bedtime.
I have a question.
All right, go ahead, Sarah.
And I guess this would be for the people who aren't coaches. And maybe you don't answer it now, maybe you write it down. But one thing that was helpful for me is just if you ask yourself, if you could change 1 or 2 things about your life, what would that be? And maybe you're willing to share that here. And then you're able to see if the Beachbody coaching is an avenue to get you there. Because Beachbody is not our lives. Beachbody gives us our lives. That's how I view it. It's really, it's not my life, but it really is adding and contributing to the quality of life that I'm living. So I guess that's my question that I'm posing, and maybe it's not answered here. Maybe you write it down and share that with your coach. But if you could change, what do you want to improve about your life? Is it financial? Is it to be healthy? Is it to get the discount? I don't know. It's different for everybody. So my question is a question for everybody, I guess, everybody in the group.
No, that's a great question, because I think, we really have to kind of look within ourselves, and personal development is really big with our company as well, or with our team, is really looking introspectively, is that the word? Looking inside to see what really we need and going for it, because it's important to kind of understand what you need for yourself to enhance your life. Because like Sarah said, for me, it's a life enhancer. It's not my life because I don't spend hours upon hours on this business at all. I spend 1 to 2 hours as well. And so it's pretty incredible. All right, ladies, thank you so much for coming on this call. Like I said, I recorded it. I will post it in the event page. And then if you want it privately sent to you, just let me know. I'm also going to, and I know there was a lot of other people that wanted to get on but couldn't for, they had other time commitments. So I will post it so that all of you coaches can pass it on to other people who I know were interested in kind of learning some more info. So I hope you took some notes, and if you have any other questions, we will answer them privately. So, all right, everyone, have a great night, and we'll chat soon. Bye.